My heart is broken. This isn't the America that I envision. I'm very disappointed in my country. I'm quite embarrassed, I have to say. But I do believe in Americans because that's what America is. It's us, the people. And I do believe that love and justice will always surface to the light. We just have to stay the course, and we cannot be deterred by hate and negative and racist rhetoric. And every empire, before it meets its demise, it tends to self-implode. And maybe this is just the beginning of the end of imperialism and the beginning of a new wave of America. And I rather see that, I rather pray for that, and I rather manifest that.
Obama just sent a warning to Trump. Take a look at this.
We're in a moment right now where not just gerrymandering, but efforts at voter suppression, efforts at questioning the results of elections, the executive branch unilaterally doing things that bypass Congress and the people's representatives, militarization of cities, politicization of our justice departments. It requires us to fight for it.
There's no way that Barack Obama just sat there with a serious face and said that we are questioning the results of elections. When you guys cannot even accept the 2016 election, you guys said that Russia interfered in that election and that was a illegitimate election, blah, 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 blah. You want to sit there and try to lecture us that we're the one doing this, Republicans? Like, are you kidding me? Matter of fact, I strongly believe that you are one of the reasons why the Democrats lost. Nobody wants you anymore. Nobody thinks you're popular. Nobody cares what you have to say. Just go and retire because nobody wants to hear what you want to say. Y'all Democrats are all the same, spewing lies after lies. And every time something happens that the Republicans do that you guys don't like, you want to call a fraud. You want to call a lie, disinformation, because you just want to have it your way, and it's either your way or no way at all. That's how you guys are. It's you and the Democratic Party, but you are the ringleader. I'm pretty sure that you was running things in the background while Biden was in office, but that's another story. What do you guys think of Barack Obama trying to lecture us about denying election and everything else after they're the one that's doing it? Please leave me a comment below.
To my friends of the Democratic Party, I want you to watch this very carefully before you say a word, because this message is specifically for you and only you. Before anybody tells you what to think about this clip, I want you to watch it for yourself. Listen to every single word that this speaker says. Then ask yourself one question. Is this really the direction that you want your party going? Take a look at this.
No more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are on boss, we're on bot, we're unbound, and we will become undeniable.
Forget the headlines. Forget what social media says. You just heard it with your own ears. This isn't about Republicans versus Democrats anymore. It's about whether the Democratic Party is willing to draw a line and say, no, this doesn't represent us. We are better than this. Because if people stay silent, other people are going to assume that you agree. You know, politics is one thing, but when rhetoric becomes this extreme and people stop speaking up against this, that's exactly when the country becomes more divided. So I am asking every single Democrat that is watching this right now, do you agree with what you just heard? Or is it time for your leaders in your party to publicly reject it? I generally want to know when every single one of you has had enough.
Welcome to the Voice of the Voiceless. In today's video, we are looking at people expressing their minds. Several Americans speak openly about President Trump and the direction the country is going to. Some say they are angry, worried, and tired because they believe his leadership is making life harder. They talk about the cost of food, rent, energy, and healthcare. Others say they are concerned about the way he uses power and the way he treats people who disagree with him. Now, these are strong personal opinions, but they show that many Americans are no longer staying silent. Now, people who actually voted for Trump are now regretting. Yes, the MAGA supporters are saying, oh, we regret voting for him. This is not what we voted for. This is not what we wanted. This is mean. A lot of them are complaining, as you saw in that video. And we are going to be watching another set of clips again. Credit to the creators of these clips. So we are going to be watching another clips again. And then we'll come back for commentary. Let's go.
If you are ashamed to be an American today, you should hit these buttons. We should like, follow, comment, repost, do all the things to show Donald Trump just how many of us are fucking ashamed to be an American today. How many of us think that we are the laughing stock of the goddamn developed world? That we are just a third world nation. I heard somebody say that we're a third world nation with a Gucci belt, and the Gucci belt was made in China. Tracks. So, I'm not proud. We just inaugurated a 34-time convicted felon found liable of sexual assault. So, if you're with me, do those things.
The Trump White House has put me on a list as an official enemy of this administration. We were worried this would happen to independent creators. I thought it would happen to someone, but it has happened to me. I'm on a list of media offenders. Whitehouse.gov has me. It has a page about David Pakman. And I wish I were exaggerating, but I am not. And this, I believe, is the precursor to trying to get me deplatformed, to take away every single bit of access I have to the audience that I've built and to doing the best I can to inform people about what this administration is doing. This is a page on whitehouse.gov. And you see here, David Pakman, huge at the top. This is a page criticizing me for having reported on Donald Trump's health. Now, as a reminder, we've seen the White House take down other people exercising their First Amendment rights. On this very same list is Stephen Colbert, who was famously canceled by CBS, who folded under pressure. And it only takes the platforms folding for me to lose all of it. If YouTube folds, I lose my nearly 4 million subscribers. Meta could pull my channels from Facebook and Instagram, where I have millions of followers combined. TikTok is already suppressing our views, and I cannot think of a more crucial time for them to be doing this, because they know they're up against the ropes. They know we're not going to let them get away with everybody forgetting about what they've done to the economy, the optional war, the Epstein files, which they hope will never see the light of day. So they've correctly identified me as a problem for them. I need your help. We don't even know the full scope of what we're going to be up against here with regards to the federal government. This is an independent show. It's me and our team of 4.
He knows that I'm never supported him and stuff like that. I try to give people a warning, and it's like, it is what it is. Like, it's like, people thought it was funny. People made fun of my accent. People made fun of my speech. People forgot that people this, and that. And it's like, y'all gonna see what's funny. Shit ain't funny right now, isn't it? Shit is really tough out here. It's really tough out here. Like, shit is really rough out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I try to warn y'all. Trump don't fuck with me, so it's like, what can I do to help y'all? I can't do nothing. My hands is in my ass, deep in it. America is in a very bad place.
All right, Trumpers, come and get me. Hey, listen, going to the gym, don't mind me here, but hey, listen, I got some major breaking news for you. Donald Trump says we're going to hit them harder than ever. The problem that I have with this is he continues to say we're going to hit them harder than ever. Like, it's just a repeated cycle of him saying the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result, which is, I'm pretty sure, the definition of insanity. Like, he continues to say that, but he's not doing that. He's only doing that to appease what? Here's my question. Who's he really working for? Like, who's really running the show here? Donald Trump is not running the show. Okay, let's be clear on that. Donald Trump isn't running the show. Somebody else is, and he is a puppet on a string to them. Donald Trump said Joe Biden used to be a puppet on a string and he couldn't sign nothing. It was all auto pen. Somebody's controlling Trump, because here's the thing. Trump has lost his attorney general. He's lost his MAGA base. He's lost the Republican. He's lost the 2026 primaries. He's lost the 28 election. Who and why? Like, I think that's the concern the American people should have, is who is Trump working for and who's actually pulling the strings here, because it's not Donald Trump, because he's a little puppet on a string to somebody, because he's destroyed everything about this country and the Republican Party, and now he's destroying his name and his brand. So who's really in control here? So Trumpers, come and get me on this one.
You've probably heard a lot of this bullshit lately.
Communism.
We're fighting communism.
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 This country's going down to communism.
I mean, is Joe McCarthy back from the dead? I mean, this Red Scare fear-mongering was a stain on our country back in the 1950s, and it didn't work then, and it's not going to work today. This just shows how desperate the Republicans are. I mean, they know their agenda sucks. They know that this war in Iran is terribly unpopular and is raising the price of gas for the American people. They know that Trump's tariffs are raising the price of groceries and making life unaffordable for their constituents. They're desperate, and they know they're going to lose in November. And that's why they pull out this same old tired playbook. Well, if they want to play that game, let's play that game. Republicans worship one man above all else. They demonize immigrants. They attack and prosecute the free press and their political opponents. They unleash mass federal agents in our streets that actually kill people. They tried to overturn a free and fair election. And what does that sound like? Fascism. So I won't be lectured by fascists who are trying to destroy all that is good and special about our country. The labels they throw on their opponents are just a projection of their own radicalization.
All right, Trumpers, let's talk about it. So there's been over 1 million people sign a petition to impeach Donald Trump. I think this could be one of the greatest things that could happen, and I'll tell you why, is because this war continues to get worse. Donald Trump said yesterday in a press conference that the war's about over with, and then it wasn't 24 hours later, he said, I guess we're going to have to take extreme measures and start blowing them all to pieces, which I guess then what's that going to make our gas over here now in the South? What about, I don't know, $6-7 a gallon at that point? Like, I mean, come on, what are we doing here, America? So I guess that's why everybody's wanting to impeach him, because there's more people signing this petition. The Democrats is actually picking more steam up on getting him out of office. But I'm not so much interested in the impeachment as much as I'm interested in the prosecution behind him, that they're going after all of his criminal activities. They're also going to go after Pete Hegseth as well. So I think this could be a very positive thing for the United States. Even though if these diehard Trumpers out here don't want to hear it, this is what's best for this country. This will get our fuel costs down, bring back the economy. Let's get some jobs. If we can get him out of office, put somebody in there that knows what they're doing. So I'll sign that petition every day to impeach him.
At the end of the day, this discussion is bigger than one politician or one election. The people in these clips are asking Americans to pay attention, speak up and protect their rights. Some believe the country is moving in a dangerous direction, while others may feel these fears are exaggerated. But there's no smoke without fire, all right? There is absolutely no smoke without fire. So what is clear is that many people are frustrated and want leaders to focus on real problems such as groceries, housing, and cost of living. So it is really sad to know this. Anyway, do you think these Americans have the reason to be worried, or are they overreacting? Share your thoughts respectfully at the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe to the Voice of the Voiceless and join us as we continue to give ordinary people a place to be heard. Thank you so much, and please do have a nice day.
Me and our team of 4, and we're doing everything we can every day to get information out, and they want to stop that, and they've set up a page saying David Pakman is a problem. So please make sure that you've subscribed for free on YouTube. The bigger we are on YouTube, at no cost to you, just subscribe, the more difficult and hopefully painful it will be for them if they do try to push YouTube to cancel me. Make sure, if you can do it, that you get a membership at joinpacman.com. We don't know what sorts of legal fees we could be up against with this entire thing. They are going to the next level every month. Last month, it was Don Jr. and Caroline Levitt retweeting attacks against me. Now it's a page on the official White House website. Now, I do want to remind you, we don't own our data on any platform other than Substack. If YouTube shuts us down, I have no way of reaching my nearly 4 million subscribers. Same on every platform except Substack. Why? We can download our list on Substack, and therefore it is a way to get information to you if we were to be canceled. So please get on my Substack free list.
Every American should watch this.
Because the United States can't take care of daycare, Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up, but it's not possible for us to take care of daycare.
Here's the president of the United States telling the American people, the ones who just elected him, that we're too busy fighting wars overseas to take care of Medicare, Medicaid, or daycare for our own families. We can send hundreds of billions to Ukraine, Israel, and God knows where else. We can keep the forever war machine humming along, enriching defense contractors and foreign lobbies. But when it comes to the elderly Americans who paid into the system their whole lives, the sick kids or the working parents barely scraping by sorry folks, the checks in the mail somewhere in the Middle East, we have a $36 trillion debt, borders wide open, cities collapsing, young people crushed by costs. And the message from the top is, we're fighting wars. Deal with it? No. The American people didn't sign up to be the world's ATM and cannon fodder while their own country disintegrates. America first doesn't mean America last after we finish the forever wars. It means putting our own people, our own retirees, our own families first. If we can't afford basic domestic promises because we're playing empire, then maybe it's time to stop playing empire. The voters have been screaming this for years. Someone in Washington should finally listen.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you.
Now, one of the biggest message in this reaction is that political choices have real consequences. And that is what people do not even know. Now, some speakers are actually coming out to because they feel that these voters of Donald Trump are now coming out to complain because the policies they voted for have now started affecting their own jobs, their own families, and daily expenses. They especially mentioned tariffs and the fear that prices could rise. The speakers also argue that Americans should not follow a political party blindly. Yes, they believe voters should look carefully at what leaders are doing and ask whether those actions are helping ordinary people or only helping those in power. Yes, because while they were voting for it, they never saw it coming that it is going to affect them. But right now, it is affecting them. That is why you see them coming out to complain. Alright. Anyway, what do you think? Let me get your thoughts at the comment section. And meanwhile, let's continue watching more clips and then we'll come back again for commentary.
I know the White House watches my
You have a platform.
There's a president that he knows that I'm never supporting him and stuff like that. I try to give people a warning and